Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial. Today we are going to learn how we are going to connect to the MySQL using the Rust. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So first of all, you have to install the packages, that is the sqlx Tokyo. Okay, so here we can go and find it from the crates. So here we have crates.io where you can just search it out with the package, just search it, and let's use it the version like this. Okay, so just copy this, and if you want to specify the runtime Tokyo and the Postgres or the MySQL, you can just do it like that. Tokyo version and the features you want to get it, that is the full .env. Okay, so otherwise you will go with also cargo.add.env. Okay, it will add. After this installation of these packages, let's go and just make a .env file. Here we have a database string URL. You have to mention with the username, password, localhost, that is a host, and the DB name. So here you can see that the %23 is the Unicode for the hash that I'm using right now. Now move to the main file of it. So first of all, import the MySQL connection pool options from the sqlx crate. So here from the sqlx crate, I'm going to import the pool options. Okay, import the .env to load the environment variables from the .env file, and import the standard env to access the environment variables. Now the main asynchronous entry point of the program that I'm going to use, first load the environment variables from the .env file into the program. Get the database URL from the environment or the panic if it is not set. Create a connection pool with maximum 5 connections using the provided DB URL. Okay, set the maximum number of concurrent connections, connect to the database, await the result, and propagate any error. Now we have to going with the query all users. So here we have the table, that is the users table. Here I'm going to fetch. So here you can see that, oh, I missed something, that is the user. I think the user object is not there, so we need to create that user object. I just forgot to create that one. Just give me a 1 minute. I think I have just written out something. So now here you can see that we have to create that structure. So user with ID, name, email and the age, because here in my DB it's ID, name, email and the age. So you have to create that one. Okay, and make sure you have to import this one from row, right? And now the user, because in the structure where I want the ID, name, email and the age from the users table. Okay, let's take a look. Print each row with ID, name, email, age. Let's take a look. Okay, save this and okay, result. Okay, cargo run. Sorry, hope so it will work. Database MySQL error, code this: table testdb.users does not exist, but here it's users table and it says that it does not exist. Why? Something I missed, or I need to go with like something user. Is it testdb? Yes, plural or something it will run. On column name, if I change this one, okay, something, I think there would be an issue. Query for the user. Yeah, it says that the message table testdb.users does not exist. Testdb.users does not exist. But why? Let's take a look. Give me a 1 minute. I'm So I do the finding and the database is wrong. So basically in the TML file, it's test underscore DB. So match with this one. Okay. Now let's run it. Cargo run. And here we go. The name and the ID with the age, everything is printing. Let's select the data and we have the records. That means we have successfully connected to the MySQL DB. Okay, so any doubt, any query, let me know in the comment section. Any video you want, just do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video, we try to go with the PostgreSQL. Thank you so much. Have a great day.